1 year after Matt Nagy helped spearhead the Bears' acquisition of former Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles from the Jacksonville Jaguars. The veteran quarterback is now a target of a potential trade after the foot injury that happened to Colts quarterback Carson Wentz. Nagy, who coached Foles before, is currently with the Bears, and the Bears' third-string quarterback just happens to be Nick Foles. And Nagy said he absolutely understands why a team would be interested in Foles. And you're taking a Super Bowl MVP, he says, and a guy who started a lot of games. He had a really interesting career in so many ways, and I just think he deserves that. I mean, anybody that's had that career, the career he's had, should be up for all teams. So Matt Nagy making it very clear there that Nick Foles would be a benefit to any team. He started some games for the Bears last year, did okay to start, and then kind of fell off. They lost a lot of games down the stretch. The year before in Jacksonville, he got hurt. He, of course, he was fine with the Eagles, did great with the Eagles. His first year with the Eagles, I think, as a starter, he had like 23 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Then, he comes back with the Eagles, wins the Super Bowl, gets the MVP, starts a few games with Carson Wentz injured the next year as well, leads them to the playoffs. So Nick Foles has had a very interesting career. I'll agree with Nagy on that much, but do you think that there is a trade market for Nick Foles at this point in his career?
Yes. And just in, they were talking about trading this man to the Colts earlier this morning, which I think is perfect. I think that'd be ideal for Nick
Bring
Foles.
him and Carson Wentz back on the same team. Another damn quarterback controversy.
I mean, that's his offensive coordinator from the Eagles back in 2017.
Yeah, Frank Reich.
So, I mean, they clearly made it work there. So, run it back, especially with the Colts who they need help. I also see him. I low-key see him. I mean, I see every player going to my Steelers, but let's talk about some other potentials. I definitely see okay, so he can't go play for the Eagles again. We know that. I see the Colts wanting him. The Colts are probably going to make
They're needy. They're needy because like right now it looks like Wentz might miss a few weeks here with this injury.
Wentz is done. Talented, but can't stay on the field. And that's just the unfortunate truth for him. Anybody if you want to hate on me, at me. Wentz is done. He didn't win the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's not going to even play with the Colts really like that this year. Go get Nick Foles and get yourself a proven quarterback with the resume. We're talking about a Super Bowl MVP coming off the bench. So, I mean, I'm just saying, bring him to the Colts. I want to see him back with that offensive coordinator. I don't think there's a better spot for him. Of course, Redskins, but the Washington football team, but there's a lot of needy teams out there. I think his services would be greatly appreciated. You could even put him in New England because I just don't believe in Cam for real. I just don't believe in it. So there's a couple places he can go.
Yeah, I mean, the other question mark on Nick Foles, however, is going to be his kind of history of getting injured now. Because, look, he got injured with the Jaguars, missed a chunk of time there. Then he got traded to the Bears, started some games, then got that back injury, missed some time, lost a starting job to Mitch Trubisky. So it's been let's not say it's been smooth sailing for Nick Foles either the past few years, but I see what you mean. I mean, look. The thing is, though, the Colts invested so much in Carson Wentz. I think he's going to end up starting the games no matter if they even trade for Nick Foles. Also, Nick Foles, $14 million of cap money on his contract. That's going to be a big money number to move in any trade. So he's going to go to a needy team. One team that I could see possibly in the mix, and this would be a kind of plug and play kind of thing, is the Houston Texans if they do end up trading away Deshaun Watson, and it's rumored that the Texans are basically going to eventually trade away Deshaun Watson. It's just a matter of who and how many picks they get back for him. And if that's the case, I think Nick Foles is going to be that kind of stopgap guy who you would want to kind of, steady the ship, just have someone there who has the experience, and then kind of lead you guys to that 2-14 record I think their pick still ends up going to the Dolphins, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, regardless, I think that's a place. The Colts again would make sense. I think Frank Reich would have some incentive to bring him over, and I think he'll work better with Frank Reich than would with Nagy and other people. Because Frank Reich, I think, is the most underrated coach in the NFL. That guy, like doing what he does with a team, that he gets the most out of his players. No coach, I think, in the NFL right now gets the most out of their players, unlike Frank Reich. So it's possible. I think the Colts are probably the best landing spot, but it's a big contract to move. That's what I'll say.
All right. What about with the Dak injury? The Cowboys need a new backup quarterback. What do you think about Foles over there in Dallas? What do you think? How do you think that plays out?
I mean, it could work out. It could work out. Like Dallas, like they're also in an interesting scenario with their quarterbacks. Like they have a few quarterbacks. Like they like this kid Ben Nucci, I think Ben DiNucci is his name. Like they like him. He didn't do all too well last year, but it is what it is. Garrett Gilbert, they already signed a veteran there, and Garrett Gilbert, who he's like he can do some stuff. Cooper Rush they have as well. Like he's like a young guy. They just I think drafted or signed. So I mean they could get Nick Foles and have him as the insurance policy and for Dak, kind of like they did with Andy Dalton last year. And look, still paying him just about the same they would have paid Andy Dalton. So who knows? Who knows? Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.